Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Ding shoo bob shooby doo doo booby doo dow.
Bang! Hot dog!
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody likes to have fun. That's why we play them fast, loud, and fun. Not all the songs are written, but we can fix them, and that's okay. Ready and willing to play till daylight. How are we able to last all night? Don't need coffee, no golden for the nights. Just pour some more whiskey in the jukebox. Gotta clap your hands and sing along. Jump up and down, play the damn song. Get down and dance till the whole place rocks. Pour some more whiskey in the jukebox. Shuffle the winds and hold like your head on the door and another night. More whiskey in the jukebox. Coming around. They found out we're better than we sound. We're not on time, don't bother to call. If we're not late, we're not coming at all. Gotta clap your hands and sing along. Jump up and yell, play the damn song. Get down and dance till the whole place rocks. Pour some more whiskey in the jukebox. Pour some more whiskey in the jukebox. Pour some more whiskey in the jukebox. Salami!
All right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. And our wild guests today. Yeah, they don't sing nothing.
Nope.
Our wild and crazy guests here today are Psychobilly.
Hi, Ralph.
Bradley on the bass, Stu on the guitar. No, Scott on the guitar. They both start with S.
True.
And Stu on a harmonica.
How you doing?
Nice to have you guys on the show.
Nice to be here.
We're having a good time so far.
Pregnant pause.
Scenic, historic, and crime-free New Jersey always has that effect on us.
Yeah.
Where are we anyways?
Randolph, New Jersey.
Randolph, man.
And you guys
they do it for Randolph Scott.
You guys come from where? Out in the wilds of Pennsylvania?
Out in the wilds.
Up in the hills.
The far suburbs of Philadelphia.
Scenic, historic, and crime-free Souderton, Pennsylvania. Souderton, Pennsylvania.
I live on the north side of South Mountain, outside of Allentown.
Mm-hmm. I'm in scenic and historic Bechtelsville, between Pottstown and Allentown.
It's an ancient Indian word for gas station.
All right. you can feel free to play another song anytime you like.
Why, thank you, Ralph.
He wants us to play songs.
Yeah,
Music.
It's either that or we continue to talk to him.
That'll get us in trouble another time. We want F here.
All right.
F. F. As in the people's key of F.
What people singing F?
That would be us.
Me? I'm a people.
Smokey Wood, the Houston hipster, he sings an F.
They don't let him back to Houston often, though, do they?
He's dead now.
No
Let's
wonder.
sing it an F. No good comes of it.
Uh-huh.
So smart.
Wanna go cruising in my automobile. I wanna steal the couch on a nice set of wheels. Put the street lights blinking on my dashboard. So it's time to head to the auto store. Just an antifreeze and oil. That's all, thank you, please. Just help me count this change that pull my pocket to my knees. I got nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. All I got is just nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. Everything I own costs nickels and dimes. Dime will get you nothing, nickel get you less. But everything is still nickel and dime me to death. Wanna go cruising in my automobile. Still gouge on a nice set of wheels. Street lights blinking on my dashboard. So it's time to head to the auto store. Just some antifreeze and law. That's all they please. Just let me count this change to pull my pocket to my knees. I got nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. All I got is just nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. Everything I got costs nickels and dimes. Dime will get you nothing, nickel get you less. But everything is still nickel and dime me to death. I got nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. All I got is just nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. Everything I got costs nickels and dimes. Dime will get you nothing, nickel get you less. But everything is still nickel and dime me to death. Meet someone I want to be at night. Intentions are good, oh, I want to do it. I'm financially embarrassed. Well, I really mean I ain't got no long green arm. Don't get me wrong, if I had it, I'd spend it. I tell you what, I got what the funds already ended. I got nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. All I got is just nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. Everything on costs nickels and dimes. Dime will get you nothing, nickel get you less. But everything's still nickel and dime me to death. I said I'm flat, broken, dusted. I couldn't get no short. It's been weeks since I see even a quarter. I got nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. All I got is just nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. Everything I own costs nickels and dimes. Dime will get you nothing, nickel get you less. But everything's still nickel and dime me to death.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeehaw!
True story and an on-the-fly arrangement.
He said yeehaw.
Good, good. We're getting to him. We're getting to him. It's all right.
Get that man a hat.
It's good, good. It's already starting to affect them. They're in our collections. Go for it. Go for it now.
When I saw you guys in Philly, this is my way of getting into the subject of some songs that you can't do on the air because of our copyright restrictions.
How true.
But you have an unusual repertoire for a hillbilly band.
I've never heard it stated that way before.
Well, we do a lot of songs by other people, but not any songs by anybody we like.
That's certainly not the way they intended.
No, you're talking about things like our Tango Misterioso arrangement of The Doors' People Are Strange, or our 100 Miles an Hour bluegrass take on Nights in White Satin, that sort of thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
People, after hearing our version of Nights in White Satin, they hear the original and go, you know, it sounds like a dirge.
It is a dirge. Properly played, it's a dirge, and people get upset because, you know, like they got arm around for the first time to Nights in White Satin. You can't do that, man. And true, we can't do that, man. You got copyright problems.
We mangle a few other songs, too. You have to come out sometime and find out where we're playing.
And you can do that by going to your website, no doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt. Do we have any doubt?
Psychabilly.com.
That's right there on the screen. Look at
Don't
that.
forget the dashes before and after the A.
Use the hyphens, Luke.
Appreciate it.
And it is an A, not an O, as so many people think. It's not Psychobilly.
And there's a copy of our
Everybody
latest
keeps
release.
asking us which one's Billy.
Right.
That was my home phone number. They told me people might call me in the small hours of the morning when this thing shows God knows where.
Well, actually, it doesn't show in the wee hours anymore. It used to.
My wife will be really appreciative of that.
But just so you know, folks there watching in your living room, do not call that phone number late at night, please.
Unless you're wearing something really
It'll wake the
interesting.
cat. Then I'll have to feed him. Of course, no one really wants to hear about the cat. How about the weather?
We don't want to hear about that either.
No,
Do we?
yeah, I'm afraid we have to. Stu writes songs about the
that
weather.
one, yeah, we do have to hear about the weather. Whether or not we want to hear about it. Everybody talks about the weather, nobody does anything about it. Stu writes about it. It gets as much accomplished, but...
And what's the name of this tune?
It's called Tropical Depression.
Why?
Well, it's kind of a meteorological thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a big word.
Had a lot of syllables.
This, of course, ties us back into the weather thing.
Yeah. And tropical depression, of course, spawns hurricanes.
He mailed a copy of the song to Glenn Hurricane Schwartz, who's on TV in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Hasn't heard from him yet
I
either.
was summarily ignored.
But now he has Stu's picture, so he can avoid him pretty well.
Yeah,
He knows who he is.
that's right. So without further ado,
I do.
or I don't,
I don't.
it has a nifty intro by Uncle Possum.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Far out at sea, there's a storm
Far out.
brewing. The sky gets a little green. Then it gets dark as night. The wind picks up. Everything that ain't nailed. The rain is being blown sideways. A storm blows in over the land. And even sea creatures are running for shelter.
Sea creatures running for shelter.
And the barometer's chopping like a rock.
I've been thinking about the hurricane. With the water that have gone insane. Don't you know that every one of them came from a tropical depression? Oh yeah, the bigger hurricane. When it hits, you better run and hide. If you don't, it could be suicide. Only fools will let their money ride on a tropical depression. Oh yeah, the bigger hurricane. Boy, the wind is up in live Detroit. towering into the sky. And now it's calm, I guess we're in the eye of the tropical depression. Oh yeah, the thing that make a hurricane. A lot of wind gonna blow around, put some pressure on this little town. Mother Nature gonna kick some ass today. Be sure you do not leave the cat outside.
Why?
Cause he might take a very windy ride.
Oh.
Remember this, the danger's bona fide in a tropical depression. Oh yeah, the thing that make a hurricane. Holy heck, oh man, hey, what was that? Was that a coconut or was it the cat? A lot of fish fly around and go flat in a tropical depression. Oh yeah, the thing that make a hurricane. Yeah, the thing that make a hurricane. Yeah. The thing that make a hurricane.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Ralph.
Nice
Appreciate
singing,
it.
nice writing, nice bass slapping.
Appreciate it.
I love your
That
bass style, man.
has certain sound men going crazy. I keep getting this thumping noise in the speakers. I can't get rid of it.
That guy. He sound checked me for 20 minutes, made that go away. I got big bloody calluses all over my hand.
Trying his best to make that sound, he was cutting it out.
Man, I got rid of that banging noise for you. Kick him right in the knee.
Didn't help.
Well, I've suffered from my art.
It's your turn.
Eric Idle.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
What else you got?
A lot we can't show on TV. Why?
Want to snort?
I thought you left that in the rumble seat. Well, nothing's perfect.
And you would know.
Always did. Nothing can stop me, nothing's in my way. Nothing can change anything I got to say. Nothing helps, nothing hurts. Ain't nothing like it, there ain't nothing worse. Songs about nothing makes everything wet thing. Nothing goes, something goes, nothing's been. Nothing's perfect, nothing but the best. Thank you all.
Our big angry song.
Now, what was the name of that again?
Nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect.
Came out of a time when not a heck of a lot was perfect. That was a bad year. We don't talk about that too much.
But we sing about it nightly.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna check this string.
Well, if somebody comes to one of your shows and they stay all night, do they ever hear like a sensitive songwriter song sung?
Absolutely not. Who told you that?
Well, that was
I
one.
didn't think so. I was just checking.
That's about as close as we get.
Before Uncle Possum here joined the group, he was a sensitive singer-songwriter, but we got out our big greasy hammer and beat on him until he stopped it.
I've been through enough 12-step programs, I got solid.
He got addicted to the 12-step programs. It's been a real problem. There's just no way out of that.
I keep going back.
No.
You still have your drinking problem?
People come to one of our shows, they can expect pretty much non-stop 100-mile-an-hour stupidity. The slowest songs we play are moderately fast.
And that's only because we have trouble fitting all the words in.
Well, we were playing at a party in Jersey. Why, South Jersey. The backside of Jersey for the people who live in New York, which would be Southwest Jersey, which is where they put the nice part of New Jersey. Nothing against the folks in Randolph. I'm sure they're lovely. And we were playing there, and we're
They'll
going...
be waiting outside the door for you.
with pitchforks.
Torches, yes, they're usually out there waiting for us when we're done, yeah.
And we really, cooking through the set list, and we came down to this song called Louise. Who wrote that? Do you know?
I did.
Paul Siebel.
It's just an achingly beautiful song about a dead hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, well, it is. And we looked at the set list, and we looked at each other, and we looked at all these happy dancing people, and we looked at the set list, and we looked at each other, and said, no.
Ain't gonna happen.
No, we've never done another one.
Too slow, people get up and walk away. Every now and then we'll start one slow just to throw them off guard.
That'll get them onto the dance floor. Then we start changing the tempo to things that nobody can deal with. What's wrong with your banjo?
You mean the missing paint?
It's just
He could paint that for you.
It's like a glass-bottom banjo.
Something like that.
Has he fished through there?
I don't know why they don't
know
put
what
the
he had
paint
for
on
dinner.
the inside where it can't get scraped off, but
Then they couldn't sell you a new head and tell you that the old one's worn out.
yeah, well, I just kept this one anyway.
You sure it's okay?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
I can see his middle.
They make them see-through,
You weren't
too.
going to say anything about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm on a diet after all.
It's better than seeing his end.
I want to thank you guys for coming to share your talents and music, or
You're
maybe
welcome,
just
Ralph.
your music.
Such as it is.
Thank you for opening up your doors and finally unlocking them for us to come in.
And that's www.psychobilly.com. Don't forget the dashes before and after the A.
Yes,
If you want more
we're-
information about where these guys are going to be playing or information about their recordings, etc.
More information about us than you could possibly want to know, and lots of more ranting too.
All right, we're going to take it out with
Take it out. I like that.
Cripple Creek.
And a key Ralph's never done it before. I like throwing challenges at people. Normally I like to go into a totally different tuning and just other guitar players go,
Play the
yes.
damn song.
Oh, sorry.
That was the title of the first song, wasn't it?
First album. First album.
I got a gal at the head of the creek. Gone up to see her about the middle of the week. Kiss her on the lips, just as sweet as any wine. Wraps her arms around me like a sweet potato vine. Going up Cripple Creek, going in a run. Going up Cripple Creek to have some fun. Going up Cripple Creek, going in the world. Going up Cripple Creek to see my girl. wide, Cripple Creek